Hello, this is Zeke777, and welcome to Simply Magic 2, episode 37. Today, we are going to dig right in. It just became night. In fact, if I look down there, the sun's still right there. We're going to start right off by upgrading our Starlight crafting altar. So let me grab some materials. Okay, I think I've got everything gathered up here. So we need, let's see if I can do this from memory. I'm going to go with probably not. You go there. I think Aquamarine goes here. And I'm drawing a blank on the rest. Stardust, and Star Metal. So I think that's pretty much all we need. You, and a Star Metal at the bottom here. Awesome, and we do have enough power. So let's get you. You can start crafting. While that is going, let's take a look and figure out what we need to do to upgrade this thing. So I need definitely more stone here, and let me get that together. Well, I got all my materials, but it still isn't done yet. It's kind of long. There we go. Vision expands. You learn more about constellation. Cool. We'll get to that. First, let's upgrade the actual altar. So back into attunement here. We need celestial altar. We need big block of the sooty marble. We need then, I'm assuming that's probably regular marble. 12 of that. So 1, 2, 3 on each corner. Okay, so this needs to go out one more layer here. So let's go ahead, break you, you, and let's just kind of clean things up. Okie dokie, we got the last couple things left here. The pillars. So we got 2 pillar and a chiseled. 2 pillared and a chiseled. And last one. So there we go, we have all of those, and you... Anything? No, are you still missing something? Ah, yes. Yeah. This guy has to get moved. That's annoying. Because this needs to be a different block. Which is really annoying. Okay, so, well, either way, we have our completed altar now, at least. There we go. It's very little power, because it's almost day. That's cool. You need moved, but I think I don't have anything I need to attune at the moment, so it's not too big of a deal. It's kind of annoying. Let's go ahead and start reading. Find ourselves over in the Constellation Galaxy. We have quite a few things in here. The Ritual Anchor, Tree Beacon, Infused Crystal Tools, which I probably won't touch. Crystal Prism, Illumination Wand, which I also probably won't use. The main thing I'm kind of looking at here, though, is the Collector Crystal. Now, judging from the way that these little lights on the lines are going here, I probably need a Starlight Infuser first. So, is there anything else in here? Lenses, those are kind of cool. What about you? Crystal Clusters? That might be useful as well. So let me kind of do a little bit of reading on this, and I'll be right back. So from the looks of it, we have a couple things that we will need to get into. We have the Starlight Infuser, which is a pretty simple recipe, and a little multi-block around it. What this will do is it will let me basically infuse things with the liquid starlight. That comes in handy because I need, for the Collector Crystal, I need resonating gems, which are made from the Starlight Infuser. So let's go ahead, and the other thing we need is the Crystal Clusters. This thing here is basically toss a crystal and a stardust, toss that into some liquid starlight, and magic happens. So let's go ahead and, let's see, if I take just some marble here, this whole structure is going to have to move anyway, so I can do whatever to it. Let's just place that like that, toss bucket in, and I think this guy's a good candidate. You and a stardust. Let's go ahead and take our ring of magnetization off, because that's probably going to affect this. Toss you in, toss you in. Then we wait. Magic-y particles are happening, that's cool. Let's see. Not exactly sure how long this takes, so let's just kind of sit here for a bit. Any minute. Any minute. Yeah, so that's going to happen at some point. Let's see. The other thing we want to do is we need to move this whole structure. That's no big deal. We also need to create another structure for infusing stuff. So right here looks like a nice big open place. And here we have our first Celestial Crystal Cluster. What this will do is it's just going to kind of grow here for a little bit. I think it said if I collect more starlight onto it that it'll grow a bit faster. I don't really have a way of doing that at the moment, so for now he's just going to kind of sit there. But let's grab our materials, because we need to build. Apparently we need to eat too. And all those keep breaking. I'm not sure if they break more often during the day or how that happens, but anyway, let's go ahead, and I don't need any of this. I'm just going to toss it in here. It's a lovely Soren chest. And let's see. What do I need to build this thing? I need my journal. And you take quite a few things. I think I have all the materials for the crafting of this, so I can get that set up at least. Alrighty, it's getting closer to night. We have everything set up in here. I'm hoping we have enough power, but we may not. Either way, it's still not night yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to just kind of go off in this direction, and if you expand by 1 block, I think that'll work. So I'm not exactly sure how much space this thing needs, but I do want to go a little bit further away. Let's see, that looks like a 7x7 area. I guess 7x7x7. Cool. And let's build it. So we are partially done with the building there, but it is night, so let's see. Do we not have enough power? Are you getting any darker? No, the sun's about down there. Now I wonder if I break these guys. Did that help? No, it didn't. Well, let's keep our light there then. Let's see what we can do here. I need this in order to get the crystal to be able to focus light. I'm not sure if adding more of these guys will help. Or honestly, if these things are hurting it more. Let's take you out, see if that helped. Okay, so that made it worse. That's in line with there. Let's put you back. And you go back up. Okay. Where is the moon? Moon's there. So it's still not midnight yet, but I don't think we're going to hit it at midnight. So let me think about this. Okay, let's try something here. I think I have another lens over here. Or not. I have you, but that's not the type of lens I need. What about you? Did I use all my lenses? I must have. Let's go ahead and place this up here and see if that affects anything on its own. It shouldn't. Okay. If I take you and place you up here, does it help or hurt? Okay, so it's about the same, which means that you and you do not interact badly. So that's good. Let me see if I have any more of these lenses anywhere. Okie dokie, I had 3 down in storage there, so hopefully we can get up there while it's still night. I should definitely replace that with blood magic jumpy thingy. So let's place you here, and let's see if that helps or hurts. You're good. What about you? Ooh, inching ever closer. Okay. Yeah, let me add more of these. So very, very close. Oh, and it's falling. So we are pretty close. I think we might be able to do it tomorrow night. Let me... Ran out of chiseled marble. I think I have more of that. Did I put you in here? No, I have more of you though. Let me put together another of those just in case. That way, tomorrow night when the sun goes down, I can actually build this guy. So one thing about the way I do my recording is I tend to play at very early morning before basically I get up, and before I go to work, I get a few hours, well, not a few hours, about maybe half hour or so of getting to play. So I can do some stuff off camera, I can do some exploration, but really I can't really record at that point. So what I was able to do though was I went out during one of the nights here and basically just had my resonating wand here, went through and found various places where there are these crystals. Because I mean I can mine them at night, but I might as well just mark them at night and then mine during the day. So what I'm doing here is I'm basically just going through and clearing up some of these because it is currently day, and then once it's night, then we can get back to actual crafting. Okie dokie, it's getting a little closer to night here. I got quite a few of these. I actually picked up some more from back at base. One thing to add. So I have that new little thing to catch all the moonstone, right? It turns out that it has limited range. So I might actually need to put several moonstone collection areas because, yeah, moonstone hit there. I think some back here was new as well. Basically, working over here is too far away for that to actually catch anything. A little annoying. But let's go up to our little astral sorcery area here, and let's see where we are. This thing keeps blocking up. There we go, kickstart again. We have 30 aquamarine shale. I actually broke down about 50 the other day, so I've got plenty of aquamarine at this point. Let's throw some of these crystals in here. I haven't gotten to sort these yet. So, what have I done? I've done some building. I figure go big or go home. So, I'm going to have set up here 4 of these in little, what are they called? Attunement altars. 4 of these with something in the middle here. I haven't decided if I'm going to have it be maybe just water, maybe some liquid Ethereum, maybe some of this stuff here, the, what is this? Sunlight? Starlight stuff. Liquid starlight. I even played around with like corallium stuff, but I haven't decided what I want. This, as fancy as it is, and I plan on having all this filled, by the way, as fancy as this is, there's no contrast. It's just white and white. So I was thinking maybe this for a bit of color, maybe just water for more color. Not entirely sure. My plan is to have a very large area up here. This is going to be kind of a courtyard here. The actual main altar is going to be somewhere probably right here-ish, and I don't know where I'm putting him. But that's the plan. It's going to be a very large area, lots of grass, lots of marble, just lots of vibrant color. Like bright green from the grass, and then I got the marble here. Should be interesting. I haven't quite completely drawn out my plans yet, but probably a good thing. Anyway, let's see. Nighttime. Are we dark enough yet? We are not yet. We are getting close, though. Inching closer. And with the power of 8 spectral relays here, I think we should be... Aha! We are close. Awesome. So, resonating wand, put you in my main thing so I can actually right-click. Get that guy started. It's probably going to take a little while. No clue. It's usually a pretty long thing. So that's going there. I built this structure and filled it up as well. And we've got our lapis ready here. We are ready as soon as I get the actual altar. Starlight Infuser. Let's go ahead and place you down. Fancy. Didn't do anything. Let's take a look at our book here and see what all we can do. I think actually the main thing that I would use this for is for these... Come on, open up. Aquamarine. If I take you, hit uses on that, Starlight Infusion. I can make it the resonating gem. I can just make a glass lens directly. That's kind of cool. That's not that useful. Clay to sand, I guess I could do that, but I don't know if it's automatable. Don't need you, don't need you. Got plenty of that. Yay, ore doubling. Really late in the game to get ore doubling, although this getting 9 out of this is kind of cool. 4 diamonds, I should have silk touched those instead of using fortune. Emeralds, that's kind of cool. Ice, I can get ice. I can actually get ice anyway, just out of... Like this thing here, this is from, I think it was the liquid starlight, touch the liquid Ethereum. Also, water will do it, but it'll turn it to ice, which is kind of cool. Where was I? You, here, Starlight Infusion. Wrong button. Let's see, we've got ice we can make, we can infuse our tools, which we're not using anyway, and that's about it. So, Resonating Gem, that is the main thing I'm using you for. Because that gets me Prism Lens and the Collector Crystal, which is the main thing that I'm wanting right now. Placed you on the altar. Any minute now. I'm not actually sure how long this takes, or if there's anything I need to do. I should actually probably read about that. I think you are under... You're not under attunement, are you? No, wrong one. You are under Constellation. Let's see here. Starlight Infuser. Process, however, is not very stable. Effect fades, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Process of infusing something with liquid starlight is a very energetic one. So only one item at a time can be held by this delicate device. On the upside, though, most of the time it doesn't even consume a single bucket of liquid. As far as I know, everything should be in place here. Though apparently not. Aha. Yeah, turns out just right click with Resonating Wand. So, may not be automatable unless this thing can be put in like a dispenser or something. But we have 1 down, 3 to go. Magic-y. We have here our attuned rock crystal from earlier. It's Decidia. Not sure if the actual element matters or anything like that, but we can make our first collector crystal. So let's go ahead, take our resonating wand, and start this guy up. Doesn't actually use a whole lot of the starlight power as I was thinking. Because, I mean, the moon's only there. Once this is done, then we shall see. It's kind of going through. My plan right now is I'm going to rebuild. I kind of stole a couple of these little relays. So I need to make a lot more of these guys, but first, I need my altar back. We have a collector crystal. Size 290, purity 75, cutting 16, collect starlight from Dissidia. So I think that basically means that it'll collect more power at that point, if I have Dissidia active, or if there's Dissidia up in the air, I suppose. Which, yeah, no. There's the one I was trying to get. Anyway, so we have our collector crystal, and I'm not entirely sure where to put him right now. What I think we can do is craft up a bunch of these relays, and get some more crystals attuned to other things. Been doing a little bit of thinking and a little bit of designing and a bit of building. So here's what I've got. This whole place is going to be surrounded by this nice little wall, and then on either end I'm going to have a building. I'm currently leaning towards the dark green for the glass on the top here, and it's going to go all the way around. Basically closing up except for the top here, which will be open because this needs to see the sky. Here is the actual altar itself. It's going to be in here. I have checked it. It does fill up all the way. I think this is the largest size of altar as well, so I shouldn't need any more power than that. Yeah, and then this thing here. So all this work, I built these 4 things here. I've got the only one actual altar, but I have the 4 areas. I built this because I was thinking that there's the 4 kind of main constellations. I can't remember their names ever. The Evitas, Ormara, Dissidia, and Visio. But after imbuing yourself, or attuning I suppose is the word, you can start seeing these other constellations as well. So I've got Mineralis, Bootes, Octans, Fornax, Lucerna, and Horologium, I guess. Yeah, so I was thinking, and these can each be set up here. This is set up for Mineralis at the moment. And I was thinking, well, I can either have 10 different altars here, or I could just have one and make it really, really, really complicated. So I'm going to go with that one. I'm going to go with just one, and I'm kind of working on a system that I think will work for actually setting up the different altars. I'm going to see if I can make it work. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to play around a lot in creative. My plan is press a button, and it'll switch out the altar. I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to use teleposers for that, or transposers rather is the word. But yeah, that's the plan. I'm not going to do that this episode. I think that's going to be the next episode. But at the moment, I'm just kind of going through, prettying things up. Not entirely satisfied on this and how the design is. But I like it. I like it. It's going to be good when it's completed. It's going to be quite a building project. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be working on for a little bit here. I've got more building, more. I need to make a lot more glass here. And I also have a couple buildings on that side as well. So yeah, I'm gonna do some building. One of the things I was really excited to be able to get is this formation wand. In the upper left corner there, you can see it has a couple random weird symbols underneath the dirt. That is because... Wait, why aren't you working? I have you on me? Why is that not working? It was working earlier. Oh, there we go. I guess I wasn't aiming far enough. So this guy here is able to place dirt, right? So let's place that there, over there. But the really cool thing about this is it is actually drawing this from my Rod of the Lands from Botania. So I'm able to place a lot of dirt all at once, which is amazing for this. I can also do it for, well, really any of the Botania rods that would work on this. So that's, I think, just stone, or maybe it's cobblestone. Not entirely sure. Yep, let's not fall down. But yeah, it's making it really easy to do some building here. This whole thing is going to be just one big courtyard with the attunement altar in the middle. But I'm quite happy with how it's turning out. It's going to be a rather large project. I haven't entirely decided all the aesthetics in this design, but I'm liking how it's turning out. Well, this is a little embarrassing. I ran out of marble. So I'm going to just steal this golden chest with the lovely appropriate spell. It's actually the one I'd used for mining a while back, but we're going to steal that, and we're going to go destroy a couple temples. So this will be fun. we are back on our Sky Island. I've made a few more changes here. We've got replaced all of the lime green with the regular green. I still ran out of crafting materials, but that's because I didn't grab enough. So I need to finish off the roof here a little bit, finish off the little corners here, and then this structure here was pretty much going to be done. I don't really have any additional plans for it, other than a few details here and there. I do plan on like replacing some of the living rock with mossy living rock, that sort of thing. These lapis blocks, I actually have some kind of cool plans for these. I'm not entirely sure what that plan is though at the moment. I want to chisel something. Yeah, it should be just like a little something. I'm not entirely sure what I want there. I know in like older packs, much older packs, when they had the like forge multi-block type things, there was a way you could like take a saw and cut things. It was like red power, I think. But I had a design at that time using, I need dirt. Where's my dirt? I had a design at that point where I could make a little like a lion. It's a little two by 1? Why is that slow whenever I place blocks like that? Yeah, I had like a little 2 by 1 line that I can make. I might do something like that. I do have chisels and bits, of course. I could do something a bit more detailed. But that's going to be kind of it for that structure. No more features, just going to be small little details what I'm going to be adding. I'm not quite sure how I feel about these stairs. I feel like if it's just all white here, that's not very, it doesn't stand out much. I do like the living rock as the actual like floor, but maybe I'll switch out. Do I have any of those stairs on me? I have one, but I can make more. Let's see, let's turn you into some more green stairs. Just like that. Give me 8 of those. And let's see what, there we go, wrong block. Let's see what this looks like. If I replace these 3, boom, boom, boom. The problem with that is it's going to fade, I think, too much into that. Let's see if I replace all 9 of these. Of course, at this point, stairs are kind of unnecessary since I walk up 1 block's heights anyway. Let's see what that looks like. Not really sure. It's almost if I did it the other way around. If I had this part maybe, have these still white, but have that not be. I'm not sure. I'll kind of play around with that for a little bit off camera, but we have more to build. So this end over here, so far we have our lovely little wall, which goes all the way around the entire area here. But we are going to have a couple more buildings on this side. For now I just built it just so it'd be complete. Oh, that's kind of interesting. This is the edge of the swamp biome, so the grass is going to change color there. Whatever. So I have no idea what this building here is going to look like. I do want it to be smaller. In fact, let's list what we want actually. This guy here, you need to move. So that's one thing. I do want my little aquamarine generator over there as well. So it's 2 buildings. Is there anything else in here that I want? Let's open up our journal and go into Constellation. What have we got? Oh, right. Starlight Prism, I've got you. I'll need something for you, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't think that really takes up a whole lot of room. But what I actually want, let's scroll back out here. And let's go up here to Attunement. What I would like to have up here is, I'm tired of climbing, so we're going to get ourselves a Celestial Gateway. So how big are you? You are 7 by 7 as well. Seems to be the common theme. You're 7 by 7 as well. Okay, let me think of something. Okay, just kind of basics at the moment here. We have our Celestial Gateway here in the middle. I think it works quite nicely as just kind of centerpiece. You walk out, and you're right here. So that's this one here. I'm going to probably put buildings around these. I might bump that back by 1. I'm not entirely sure. This is just going to be a small little area. But as you can see, I have nothing else here. I did, however, make a second Celestial Gateway. So let's go downstairs and finish up what I was working on here. Let's try not to die. Can I make it? Close enough. So down here in our transportation wing, which we've really not used much, I knocked a hole in the floor. It was kind of too big to have it be above the floor. I was thinking having like the stairs around it, but the problem is that this thing is at 1 center and everything in my base is 2, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. Let's go ahead and grab our marble arches because I ran out of these, and let's finish up this little gateway area down here. So I think I just need these guys left, and we'll do it this way. Formation wand is cool. If it works. Is you? Ah, because it's black, and so it doesn't really show anything. Cool. That's a little annoying, but whatever. We have ourselves a gateway. So let's take the actual gateway itself, place it in the middle here, there. And let's cap off our pillar. Doesn't look too out of place, a little bit. These guys are visible from the outside, which is kind of annoying, but whatever, it works. Actually, it doesn't seem to work. Does that need to not have anything? Oh, do you need to be visible to the sky? You might actually need to have the sky be visible. That's interesting. Let's see if that'll cause any issues. Probably. Yep, probably. Okie dokie, so this kind of works. I basically just dug a hole all the way up and all the way up through everything. I'm not quite happy with that at the moment. I may end up moving this, but there's a little star up there, which unfortunately I had to break this block in order to see it. And if I look at it and hold right click, there we go. We find ourselves up top here, which is pretty awesome. Up here it's a little bit easier. There's this star here, and I think I just need to aim at it. Unless that star is like something. Usually in this direction here is where I can click, and it will send me right back to base. So that's pretty cool. I now have a quick transport back and forth. I do wish it was a little bit easier to find where to click. I may have to put this in kind of its own little area, so I have a nice little, so I have the full star field around me. It'll be a little bit easier instead of having blocks, but in the meantime, it does work. Alrighty, yeah, I had to change my mind. It was annoying with the rocks and stuff all around me. I think I'm going to go in here instead. I am going to run into the same problem with it being one base versus two. But I think maybe if I'm in this, actually if I'm in, let's do this corner here, and let's find a center of this. Okay, I think this will work a little bit better. It should be almost done here. Let's go ahead and place our celestial gateway in the middle. There we have it. We can now see that guy a little bit easier. I don't need to tear a hole in the wall anymore. Do I have to? There we go. And here we are, right up top again. Cool, so that does work. I now have, like I said, I have quick transportation between the two. We're gonna have to actually, where are you? There we go. Maybe? A little hard to aim. I was hoping that there'd be more of like an icon of where to look, kind of like the Ender IO, was it the teleporter on that? But this does work, eventually, if I can find it. Yeah, somewhere in there. So something I've been wanting to do for a while now is, not this recipe, different recipe. I want to look at these rituals. So I have here an attuned celestial crystal, tuned to mineralis. Let's see, let's grab 4 of these guys. These go, I hope, here. You guys go here. And what is the other ingredient? Use. Let's see here. Nope, it is this altar, celestial altar. Wait, no? This guy? Oh, because it has to be attuned. Okay. Let's just look it up from here. You, and you. I need illumination powder, resonating gem, and stardust there. Okay. That was close. This goes here, this goes here, this goes here, and here. 4 of you guys. And let's throw our attuned celestial crystal in here. And resonating wand out. Let's start this guy up. I set up a small little area over here, just kind of try out this ritual. So what it does is it turns these just regular stone into ore, kind of like an orchid. I've used orchids before, but I kind of wanted to see what this thing does. So let's get this, see if this is ready. Nope, not yet. We do appear to have lost our game audio. I'll restart the game in a little bit, but it's been taking longer than usual to actually like restart it and everything. You're here. You're here. Why you no work? Did I start you? No? You have an attuned rock crystal. So from the looks of it, I have missed the night for this, but I think, at least according to the journal, that doesn't matter too much anyway. So let's place you on top of this. what I'm doing here is it's kind of a layout here for the enhanced collector crystal. I think if I'm using the celestial crystal, it has to be on this structure here. I'm not entirely sure on that, but we'll see if it works. Actually, you know what? Things I just realized. Where is my linking wand? Are you in here, or are you in my ender chest? You're neither, you're over here. I believe my issue was I just didn't link it. Totally forgot, that's the thing you have to do. Did I pick you up? Yeah, it's rock crystal, okay. So yeah, let's just, you go to you. Yes. I have a beam of light. And let's see if this thing works or not. Or at least let's see how fast it works. Not very fast. It is daylight though. Now in theory, this whole thing works better, I think it is. If, let's break you. I do like these tanks because they do hold quite a lot, but it's annoying because if you right click, it just like changes their mode. It doesn't actually draw a bucket out, which is a little annoying. Let's see, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and it goes there. Okay, so you are now completely active. Got the little blue sparkly things as well, and you are doing nothing. You turning things over here? No? Supposedly this does work during the day. I'll give it a little minute. Okay, I hope I fixed the sound here as well, but I did manage to get this guy working. Turns out I just didn't have the base set up correctly. Like I think here I had marble bricks instead. Yeah, stupid mistake. Anyway, so this works, and I just kind of set up a little testing area. I wanted to see kind of the range as well as just a brief sampling of what all I would get. It's also slowly turning this structure here into this, but that's fine. He's going away anyway. So, I have this ritual here. It is all set up. This is entirely 100% a temporary location. In fact, I'm not even sure if I'm going to use this. This is mostly, I wanted to test to see whether or not it makes sense to use this over something like an orchid. For instance, like an orchid, there we go. An orchid is a bit faster, I think. At least right now, maybe if I upgrade this more. I ran out of lenses. Actually, I have one more lens, but the last beam is ending right here, which if I place my mirror there, then it interrupts that, and then nothing works, so yeah, mess. Like I said, temporary location anyway, so I don't really care. Yeah, orchids are faster, I think, but they also take power. This thing here, I think it just needs to have something exposed to daylight. In fact, probably just that and this. So I can put, like an orchid, it can go underground. This thing here can kind of go underground if I mess with it. Not sure. I have some kind of interesting plans for a whole ore processing facility, but at the moment that is outside the scope of this video. You know, in fact, speaking of the scope of this video, I did take a look at the time, and I think we are actually out of time for today. I do have big plans for this, namely this whole area is actually gonna go away. I have a pretty cool plan, which I'm gonna start on in the next episode. I'm going to basically have it press a button, switch out your ritual. So it's gonna be quite an endeavor, but I think it'll be fun. Anyway, I hope you enjoy. We got quite a lot done today. We've got our whole island set up here. That guy is still gonna disappear. He's gonna go somewhere over here, I think. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.